Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Redhawks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Richard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Buffalo's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
The give to the back. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got it again. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Pocket starts to collapse, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Perry. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Redhawks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Quinn. Got the back over the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Redhawks! They grab the early lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
The give on the inside. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Scott.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
At the 6-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Now, a 4th down.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly where he had to get to get 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Quinn. He's right on target. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Hawks decide to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Leaves it with the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. And the Bulls get enough for the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Getting some heat. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Timeout, Miami, Ohio.
Wants to throw. It's Quinn. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Redhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. One more snap coming before halftime. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Quinn. Snags it over the middle.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he's got it! Touchdown, Miami!
Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. The Bulls pick up the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Bulls get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
With the carry is the running back. Tackle is made at the 42. 2nd down, coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, the ground game. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Ball carried by the running back. He's tackled at the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Miami, Ohio.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Buffalo.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up. Late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another... Welcome, everyone, to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The running back has it. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Anderson will throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the Bulls are on the move. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Anderson wants to throw. He makes the connection, and the defense drags him down. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Richard. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Direct snap. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And the Bulls get it past the sticks.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Ball in plus territory, 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. On the run, it's Henderson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Trying to barge their way in. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day.
The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Bulls get enough for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop them?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Near the 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Scott. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Pull down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Second down coming up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. They go to the ground. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown Bulls. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Finally, we finally get some points on the board. The defense has been dominating the day. Unbelievable job. 3 quarters of shutout football. Now finally some points on the board. Let's see where this goes now once you've created some momentum.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Falcons are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Coming after it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw on second down. They'll run the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Offense gets set for second down. They want to just keep throwing it. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Anderson wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Fires one high and deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Snap it to the back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Gain of 5.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much, but fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. And at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.